One of them had my phone number. She was a supervisor. I should have never got that close to that level for us to even exchange private numbers. She called herself trying to hook me up with a dude she was dating, one of his friends, right? We supposed to go on this double date. So one night when we was at work, we got to talking about the outfits we was going to wear. And I had bought this brochure. Um, this is outfit I wanted to order. It was like, I was smaller back then. I was still like thick, but I was smaller. So I had the Coca Cola. So it was this badass cat suit I wanted to get, and I was gonna get a duster over it, like maybe a leopard print duster, or over it, and some maybe some riding boots. So I guess she was like, "You gonna wear that?" You like she started. She made a face. Now, mind you, me and her were never like friends. I already had a best friend. She always wanted to hang with us because one of my best friends used to work there. I got her the job there, whatever like that. She always wanted to hang with us because she would hear like when we get paid, how we be like hanging out and chilling in New York and stuff like that. She like, oh, she always be like, oh, I wanted to come and this and that. She always begged to fucking hang with us. Okay, so my friend stopped working there. But before my friend stopped working there, she warned me about this bitch. She warned me. She said, watch out for her because I thought she was cool, but she said something one time. And she another Pisces. She said, watch her. Before she left that job. Because she had already got married, child. She said, child, I don't need this job. I can just sit home and be a housewife. She got married years before I did. Um, and I'm like, oh, she cool. I didn't see it. But then, yeah, I saw it at that point. So she kind of was like, oh, you want to get that? Like, yeah, like, it's cute. It was a badass outfit. So I guess she felt insecure. So she started hitting me with the, oh, because being the guy, I think only spoke on the phone one time. But it was always some excuse. Oh, he had to go to school. Oh, he told me to tell you hi. And I'm starting to think, wait a minute, this is weird. How come the guy that you supposed to hook me up with is always at your house? That's what I'm thinking. Like, why is the guy always at your house with your dude? I'm thinking, shit, are they having threesomes or something? That's what I'm thinking. Like, did she want him too? Child. Then it was time for we supposed to go on our double date on one of my day off. She hit me with the, oh, sorry, he couldn't make it, but we'll come through on Friday when I had to work, and come through and visit you, whatever. They ain't never come. Yeah, she was a hater. They ain't never came through. And I'm like, that was strike one on that bitch. And let's just say I haven't really heard about that other dude again. She would say stuff like, oh, so say hi. I said, so got my number, right? Why did he need to call you to talk to me? I said, you know what? Forget it. And she had the nerve to try to set me up with her brother. Oh, he's a Mason. He went to this university. Nah, I'm good. I'm straight. Anyway. Next. He's part of this fraternity. Nah, I'm good. I feel as though I'm being sold or something. She trying to pimp me. So that was strike one. Strike two. And I can talk about this now because this is like years. Child, she still work at that airport. My husband, he's not in that area no more, but when he was there, recently he used to see her coming through when he had to go through the terminals to take the bus. He used to say that she's still there. And my former manager, you know, the go por the one I used to imitate, she said it too. She said, I could tell she ain't gonna never leave this. She's gonna like just stay here. She's not gonna advance and never like leave. She's just gonna be a guard here. She ain't the only one that's still out there. People I worked years for years back in the 90s still working there, y'all. Still there. They just work under different security companies. They still there. But the second straw, child, she still look miserable. And then my husband knew her. My husband was like, yeah, I used to speak to her. She used to act like she never want to speak. But now she's smiling in his face because he with me. She's smiling up in his face. She see our wedding bands and stuff. And child. Anyway. The second straw. Now, mind you, this happened in the 90s. The second straw was, it was this guy named Tyrone. For real, his name was Tyrone. Don't put his name out there. And no, I don't got nothing against folks named Tyrone, even though some of them played me out coming up. But it's okay. You better call Tyrone. But anyway. Tyrone was trying to pursue this same supervisor, the one that played me out with the strike one. But she used to always say, oh, because he worked for the airline. He worked in the baggage handler as for the airline, right? That she would say no because they're dogs and they be placing bets on who they gonna sleep with and blah blah blah. And I don't want to be in that number. And I'm saying, shoot, he was like tall, dark, and handsome, and he was built. He played football. Not professionally. He wanted to go pro. He has a brother that was playing pro ball in Florida. I forgot what team and what his name was, but he did have a brother that played pro football in Florida, right? So she ain't want to pursue him. But shoot, I thought he was cute. So I was like, you sure? I asked her, I said, you sure you're not interested in him? She was like, no, I don't want him. He's too young. Now, mind you, this supervisor is 4 years older than me. She got me by 4 years. She is 4 years my senior. So you got to think, I was in my 20s then. Maybe 25. She's already in her 30s. And miserable as hell. Anyway. So Tyrone would see me around when she went around and say, oh, you look really pretty today. And I'm like, thank you, this and that. I'm smiling because, back then, I used to have my maniac-y weave. Used to wear it in little cute little buns with the hair sticks and the butterflies, child, and my contacts, man. That was something else, right? So I'm on my lunch break and we exchanged numbers. We got to talking on my lunch break briefly because he had to go back to work, and we exchanged numbers. Something told me to test how she is. I told her about it. Now keep in mind, I asked her, are you interested in him? She said no. We exchanged numbers. I said, yeah, we exchanged each other numbers. People don't talk to each other like that. She said, you did? Like, yeah. Child, how about when I told her that? We talked on the phone briefly once. And I got this rule. If I call you and you don't call me back, I got a 3-time rule. If I call you 3 times and you don't call back and you don't return calls, I don't call you at all. I take it as you want me to lose the number. So the number got lost. Because he started hitting me with the, I'm tired, I'm sick. Oh, okay, fine. How about later on that week, in my face, she's talking to Tyrone on the other side of the checkpoint. So I can't hear what's going on. I'm standing near the X-ray machines. There was one lady. She was on the X-ray machines, and I was on the baggage next to her. Right. So she kind of knew, I guess, knew what was going on. Cause sometimes people be talking shit about other people, other co-workers, and somebody might overhear and be like, "Damn, that's effed up. They talking about her." So she kind of knew what was up. She comes to me, the supervisor, right? The miserable one. Oh, can I see your pen? I looked at her like, okay, here you go. How about they was exchanging numbers in front of me, and then she gonna sit there and freak in front of me, like she ain't just do what she did in my face. Right? That's when I really, 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 really had a lesson on grimy ass chicks. And the girl next to me was like, that's fucked up. Right? That's like, listen. And I'm thinking, my friend voice echoed in my head. Don't trust that. So I said, shit, I done did it to myself. I should have listened to my best friend. I should have listened. She was right. I should have listened. But I never let her fully in. You know what I mean? The most that bitch got was my phone number. I never let her fully in my life like that. Anyway. I kept it mostly work anyway. She the one came up to me, oh, I'm dating this guy, and I think his friend is probably the guy you might want to talk to, and I want to hook y'all up, whatever. I ain't never asked around. I ain't never had a problem getting anybody. I don't talk about my life like that to the nose. Anyway. So she did the grimy shit in my face. So after that, I ain't really say anything to her. I kept my words real short with her, like, you grimy ass. Of course, on my days off, I was on the phone with my best friend. You right, this. I told her what happened. She said, see, I told you that she was foul. So I wasn't crying nothing. There was no sweat on my brow. What am I crying over that for? I ain't date him. He just got a phone number. Me and him ain't going on no date. We ain't go out. But get this though. 2 weeks after that happened, they dating each other. He up in her face. And then the ninja tried to say hello to me. I cut him a look and walked past his ass like. He was like, well, what did I do? He got some nerve. Really? What did you do? Ugh. Anyway. 2 weeks later, another supervisor. Me and her were cool. She was like, oh girl, the grimy one that got the number, is going around telling people I'm jealous of her. I said, skirt, excuse me? Now I know keloid ears ain't just sat there and told y'all I'm jealous of her ass. Excuse me? Now I got keloids on my chest, but I ain't got them on my ears though. Where they growing every fucking year. So I say, oh hell no. See, I've been quiet. I left it alone. I accept the fact that she was good grimy bit. He probably used me to get her jealous. You know the okey doke trick. Use the female next to me to get her jealous. You won. Y'all together. Be happy, right? I ain't paying y'all no motherfucking mind. Let me come here and do my job. So I'm putting them on ig mode. This bitch in her feelings because I won't speak to her. So let me get this straight. Because this is how I know she a whole she's a whole ninja. I should have known she was a ninja when I gave her one of my Mary J. Blige tapes, because we had tapes back then, and she didn't want to give it back. She asked to borrow it and act like she didn't want to give it to me. So let me get this straight. Both of us have jobs, and you couldn't spend $8 on a cassette tape to get your own Mary J. Blige tape. Like she was doing that ninja, but oh, can I borrow? And then don't want to give it to you back. Yeah, she act like a whole ninja. She's a ninja who act like she's different. No, she's a ninja. But anyway, let me get back into that, right? So I'm ignoring her. I get word she's going around saying I'm jealous of her. I say, oh hell no.